This is some sad times we are living in. And why I say that is I have never ever in my life seen so many women, beautiful women, single on this app. Every time I'm scrolling,
I think that a lot of men think that they're more of a prize than what they really are. This is the thing.
And beyond that,
Men really think that women are jealous of the woman that they choose to be like their quote unquote main. And what they don't realize is that a lot of single women are so much happier single.
I feel like when I'm out in public, I'm more relaxed. I'm walking more confidently. I'm walking slower. I feel clearer about what I want to do with my future. I know what I need to do with my day. I can work longer hours because I'm not so stressed out and caught up in somebody else's mood and what somebody else expects of me.
This video is on why women are choosing to be left alone and the cost of dating an angry man. Before we get right into talking about why women are choosing to be single and be left alone, let's start off with the cost of dating an angry man. I hope everyone is doing good. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Thank you.
Ridiculous. You sure you don't want me to come inside for a drink? I'm an excellent bartender. Good with my hands.
Tempting. I'm just kind of tired.
Next time.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.
Thanks.
Bye. Oh, and thanks for paying for dinner, by the way. Oh, but you can't come inside. Why not? Why can't you come inside? Oh, because you were nice to me all night. Ridiculous.
Y'all, I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, like, one thing I will never do again is date an angry man. Like, I don't know what unhealed part of me was attracted to angry men. For some reason, I just had this idea that angry men just possess this, like, macho-ness that, like, yeah, he could defend me. Like, yeah, like, he got it. Yeah, that's my man. He's, like, manly. But, like, really, nah, like, he's abusive.
The first video clip is acting. He was just showing how men can be when they get rejected. Don't be deceived by any man being nice to you. Learn to see through it. Men hate rejection and some of them don't know how to handle it. They feel entitled. Why should you bruise my ego? If I say something, you have to accept it. Who are you to say no? I'm being nice to you. I'm making effort to even show niceness to you and you're saying no. Be careful when you're dealing with some certain type of men, especially the angry men. Let's have a look at this video.
in 2018, my husband set me on fire. We'd been together for 15 years, and here's some of the red flags that I missed in the beginning. Number one, road rage. Acting completely insane in front of me in the car, even though it made me uncomfortable. Number two, wanting to move in with me very soon after meeting when it appeared that he didn't have anywhere else to live. Number three, so much pornography that it's uncomfortable as a problem and would not stop when I asked. Number four, secretive. I couldn't use his laptop, didn't want to give me passwords to anything, hid papers in the closet. Number five, silent treatments when he was angry at me, pouting with his lip stuck out like a 3-year-old when he was mad at me for being mad at him. And lastly, lying about everything. And you know they're lying, but you try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. They will not change, and you are not safe. I love y'all. Remember that whatever you're going through, this too shall pass.
If you're dating a guy and in the midst of a disagreement, he explodes in uncontrollable anger or starts name calling, this is a red flag, sis. I'm just letting you know. There is something going on in an emotional standpoint that is unrestrained and not controlled. And if this is happening in a dating relationship, it's incredibly worrisome for what it might look like further in deeper, more intimate relationships, like in marriage. And so if this is happening, now a once off is something, to consider. But if there's a pattern of behavior for sure, where there's anger and there are outbursts and there are name calling and there is a sense of demeaning of the other person, of you, this is absolutely a red flag. This gives us an indication that this person is not being led by the power of the Holy Spirit, but actually is being engulfed in the vices of the flesh. Check out Galatians chapter 5. And this is something that you really do not want to participate in, because it will make your life absolutely miserable. And also, the person who's engaging in this type of anger, they really need to repent of that, and they probably need some therapy, and they probably need some help to figure out what is the root cause of that type of response, because it will be detrimental to their future. And if you're in a relationship, absolutely will, and probably already is, detrimental to your relationship.
Please don't make any excuse for any form of bad behavior for any man, because if you do, it will come back to bite you. Red flags are red flags for a reason. Do not ignore them. Dating an angry man, a man that cannot control his emotion, is a dangerous thing to do, because that man is a walking time bomb. If you date a chaotic man, you will never have peace in your life. They will be quick to escalate every little thing. If you're dating a man that does not know how to de-escalate a situation, you're in big problem. If you're dating a petty man, that is another level of problem. Let me give an instance. If you're dating a petty man, a man that believes in a pound of flesh, an eye for an eye, and you guys had an argument, maybe it was your fault or it wasn't your fault, instead of that man to think about how to de-escalate the situation and resolve things so you can have peace and move on, he will be preoccupied with how to do back, how to get a pound of flesh. So tell me how you expect to have peace in that relationship if you have someone that has that mindset. You must not always win an argument, and arguments are bound to happen. Maturity requires you to de-escalate the situation rather than escalating it just to prove a point. So please avoid boy men or child men. Child men are the ones that think this way, that act this way. They feel like, I must get back at her, I must do her back, oh, I have to have my own pound of flesh, I must teach her a lesson. Then why are you putting a relationship? What's the whole point? A lot of men are like this out there. So please avoid men like this. Avoid angry men, because if you date a man that is angry, a man that believes in getting back at you, you might lose your life in the process. Let's have a look at some comments. Nearly all the same signs, but over 1 year. She's making reference to the lady that spoke about her husband setting her on fire. Nearly all the same signs, but over 1 year. With 2 months old in the car, poured gas on me at the gas station, was looking for a lighter, and thank God he'd lost it. Truck full of men at the pump behind mine was laughing. I'm glad you're here to tell your story and warn others. Wow. Nobody dies from being single, but you can die from being with the wrong person. That is true. What made him do it? These are men asking. What made him do it? What set him off? Were you about to leave, or did he or catch you or him cheating? Like, do you have any reason to set someone on fire? Does anything warrant you setting someone on fire? Men are the ones asking this question. It tells you how men think. There's a cost to every reaction. This is coming from a man. Plus, he's not here to share his side. 3 sides to a story, lady. Does anything give anybody a reason to take someone else's life? Is anything on this planet good enough for someone to take someone else's life? My ex did all this, and one day things were so bad, I heard him pull a knife out of the chopping block, and I braced myself to die. That's sad. He started chopping something, and that's when I realized I genuinely felt he had potential to kill me. Why did he wait 15 years to do that? What set him off? This is coming from a man. Anyone who asks what did she do will be blocked by me, because no one, no matter what they do, deserve this. I don't want to hear people from any future post if they think this is acceptable. A lot of men think it is acceptable, and they justify men that act this way. Oh, she cheated, she deserves it. Oh, she said this to you, she deserves it. Oh, she triggered you, she deserves it. So it goes to show how some men are. You just have to be very careful when you're dealing with men.
This is some sad times we are living in. And why I say that is I have never ever in my life seen so many women, beautiful women, single on this app. Every time I'm scrolling, they say they would rather be single than to be with a man. Why? What happened to our men? Men, what's going on with y'all? Because there is no way No way. It is this many beautiful women that got everything going for them that don't even ask for much, that are single and they would rather be single. What's going on? What's up?
Let's talk about more women choosing to be single in this day and age, more women choosing not to be in relationship with men. They've given so many reasons for their decision. The number one reason on that list is peace of mind and men not being responsible. Let's hear what women have to say.
I think that a lot of men think that they're more of a prize than what they really are. This is the thing.
Heavy on that.
Men really think that women are jealous of the woman that they choose to be like their quote unquote main. And what they don't realize is that a lot of single women are so much happier single because they don't have to deal with the mess from a man. I don't have to be worried about what's going on a man's phone. I don't have to worry about catching a sexually transmitted disease because he decides to cheat.
Heavy on it.
I don't have to worry about any type of stress because I'm not with a man that's cheating and I'm not with a man, period. I feel like men try to make it seem like they're this God's gift to the earth and they don't realize like y'all aren't. And women don't actually want to be your wife. Or women don't want to be your main. Like we're not worried about it.
What do you think? Do you think women ask a lot from men these days?
No, I don't think they do. Look, men have one job, and that is just to provide. And even that, they don't want to do. So that is the reason why a lot of women are getting tired, and that is why we have them being alone. They've decided to be alone. They'll just go get a sperm donor and they'll have a baby. Because they're like, why am I going to have a roommate? Why am I going to have a roommate, a tenant? Like someone who puts his hand out and asks for rent or split the bill with me 50-50.
So what you're saying is men are not traditional men anymore?
Absolutely.
So why do you think you deserve a traditional man if you're not a traditional woman?
I am a traditional woman. I have to be a traditional woman. That's a woman to seek a traditional man.
Who do you think has changed more in the last 30 years, men or women?
I believe it's exactly the same. No. I think it's exactly the same. I think men don't want to be traditional anymore.
Really?
Women have had enough.
Now? No, but ain't women bosses now and strong and independent?
Yes. And I'll tell you why.
If they're strong and independent, would not men
I'll tell you why.
to the listen, wouldn't men adapt to what women have become now? Mm-hmm. So
and why have they become like
because
that?
Remember, you have to do everything to impress you. That was your words. Mm-hmm. So if you've changed a lot, we're gonna change because we're trying to adapt to your world because you're the prize.
But are you guys impressing us?
No, but average guy, and that's it. The hell?
But you guys, can I say something? Can I just say something? But you guys,
they waste a lot of the times, you know.
One at a time.
Hold on a second. Let me just say something. I hear everything that you said, but my reply to that is you guys set the tone and we follow.
But ain't you the prize though? That was your words.
Women out here are all complaining that men are not traditional meaning that the men are not traditional anymore. Men don't even want to pay for a plate of food anymore. Women have had enough.
Obviously, her argument is based on finance, and let's talk a little bit about that. She was right when she said both men and women have changed over time, and women changed to becoming more independent and moving away from men. And according to the man, men changed because they had to adapt to how women are now. Before, they were giving everything to women, but now that women have decided to have their own money and not be of service to men, men are angry. Of course, we know they're angry and they're refusing to provide. Men were providing in the past because women were their doormat. They were providing and using women and maltreating women. So if men are refusing to still be provider and treat women when it comes to money the way they were treating women in the past, then it shows that men are intentionally wicked to women. Of course, they've been intentionally wicked to women. So for them to use that point as an argument, it shows that they are wicked to women and they don't see anything wrong with that. Take it back to history where women were treated like animals, like nothing. It was all transaction for men. Get yourself a maid all in the name of a wife, keep her at home, she's going to be a sex toy, she's going to be your maid, clean up after you, everything. All you have to do, give her shelter, give her food. That is the provision they're talking about. So if these current modern men don't see anything wrong in what their forefathers did to women in the past, then they're all the same. Of course, they've always been the same. And if they're using that as a point of argument to say because women changed, we are changing, then it means they are intentionally wicked, of course they were intentionally wicked, it means they are confirming our doubt with their full chest. That is, if we ever had anyone before, because we know how men are. So I don't think they should be using that point as a point to argue. It is a shameful thing to argue with that point. The real truth here is this: men are angry because they've lost control. Women are not letting them control them and use them as a doormat as they did in the past. And to women, men are useless because we cannot fend for ourselves.
Will say to me, like, aren't you scared being single in your 30s? And I'm like, no.
People tend to forget that men actually end up with the longer end of the stick in marriage. The happiest people on earth are married men and unmarried women. The highest rate in suicides are divorced men and married women. So if we look at these facts and statistics, it is quite obvious that women are actually very happy on their own. But society likes to keep it a secret. Why, you ask? Well, society is run by men. And they wouldn't want us to know that we're happy without them. Because men always benefit from marriage, where women, not so much.
I'm 60 years old, soon to be 61, and I'm finna give you some ultimate big sister old school boomer advice, or just let you know basically why women are so happy being alone, not lonely, and on our own. Top 5 reasons. We want our peace. We like our peace. We love our peace. Don't disturb our peace. And we don't want no piece of you no more. You got that? Cause if you ain't got that, well, I can't give it to you now. We did everything that we could do at the time that we were doing it. And baby, we done. Now we on the beaches. Now we at home with nobody calling our name, asking where your shoes are, where your socks, and when we gonna eat. We don't want to hear it. We done already heard it. We been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the hat, and we ain't trying to go around that block no more, because if you ain't elevating, you deflating, and we don't need it. Comment.
Do you know women's cortisol levels drop 35% when they've been living by themselves for 3 months or longer? This is done by research by Joe Dispenza, and I can tell you, like, after being in partnership and living with men for so many years now, and now living on my own in my own apartment, I have never felt peace like this in my life. And this is not a slander against men or anything. I'm just telling you, the peace that I feel right now is unmatched. I feel like I can think. I feel like when I'm out in public, I'm more relaxed. I'm walking more confidently. I'm walking slower. I feel clearer about what I want to do with my future. I know what I need to do with my day. I can work longer hours because I'm not so stressed out and caught up in somebody else's mood and what somebody else expects of me. I don't feel like I'm not enough. And that's always how I feel in partnership with a man, especially when I'm living with him. I never feel like I can fully relax at home. I love to cry for no reason. Like, I just cry on a regular basis, and not because I'm sad, but just because I enjoy it. And so, like, I like to be able to do that when I'm home. And I realize when I cry more often, I'm more in touch with my feelings, and I let myself just laugh and whatever. Like, I don't feel as emotionally constipated like I do in a partnership. And I feel like then when I'm in public, I'm a lot more emotionally regulated and happy and light. Sure, was there an initial detox? Like, I felt super anxious the first day or day and a half, and I cried a lot. It's like adjusting to be on your own again. But I swear that like 3rd or 4th day, I was like, oh my God, the clouds have cleared. Like, I'm not angry all the time anymore. Like, as you've seen on my other content, like being angry, like I forgave the guy that cheated on me. I don't care anymore. I'm moving upward and onward. Like, I feel so good. It's just, I just think women have been sold this lie that we need men and men make us happier. Because you cannot contest the way that you feel when you're by yourself. As a woman, it feels just euphoric. And the last time I was by myself, it was after another breakup, and I was traveling around the world, and I equated it to just, living off my savings and traveling and, not having any obligations or being in Thailand. But I think it was just being alone. That's why I was so happy. And what's crazy too is when I was in a relationship before, like, I would always be thinking like, oh, I need to go do social stuff. I like this obligation, like, okay, I need to go make friends. Now I don't care. Like, I feel so happy just not doing anything and going and doing stuff on my own. And I'm naturally wanting to just go to, I went to a Zumba class today and saw a girl I hadn't seen him forever, and we're like, oh, let's meet up and whatever. Like, things just happen more naturally. They're not as forced, and I don't feel this constant rumination in my head that I felt when I was living with a partner. And if you want to watch the whole video of this, it's Why Women Who Live Alone Are the Happiest by Joe Dispenza. Look that up on YouTube. It will completely change your mindset.
Let's have a look at some comments. Everything stays clean, routine is stable and doable. No noise coming at me. Like, the realization is different. Just listen to the whole video and it really made me think about life in a deeper level. I dropped 20 pounds a few months after we separated without doing anything else differently. My older daughter was the first to mention how peaceful the house was. I left my ex 3 years ago, moved far away. I lost 57 pounds from 179 to 122 pounds. Celebrate. Good job. Kitty, new car. This is nice. It also goes for living without toxic parents. That's true. Some parents are so toxic. No walking on eggshells makes sense. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and if you'd love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch how some men are the most dangerous creature to women on this planet, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.